Hello everyone, today I'm here in Manassas, Virginia to give you guys a full store tour of their Chuck E. Cheese. Now from the looks of the outside, this is a very large one. It goes all the way down there, so I think this is going to be a neat one to tour. So let's go in and check this location out. Alright guys, let's start this tour off right here in the showroom. Now I'm a little further forward today because there's people on the dance floor right now, so I'm going to wait to show that till a little bit later, but I did want to spend a little bit of time on the video wall here at this location. As you can see, it's right here in the center of the showroom, surrounded by all 5 of the character posters. And I wanted to talk about this one today because this is video wall number 1. This was the first 2021 era 2.0 remodel. So this is the first one to get the finalized video wall with 2021 model dance floor. The video wall, of course, was inspired by Philadelphia Roosevelt store, which had a Circles of Light video monitor on its own, and because of the positive reception to that by the people at corporate, they decided to start implementing the video wall, this one here, in finalized 2021 2.0 remodels. So this was the first to get that. And then to go along with that, they have all 5 of the character pieces. They have 2 over here on the left, and Chucky's is 2 panel, Pasquale's is 1. And then over here on the right, they have the other 3. Helen's is 2 panel, and the other 2 there are 1. I do kind of wish they switched Helen and Chucky's though, because as you can see by this drop down here in the ceiling, this store used to have an alpha stage, and Chucky would have stood there. So they should have put those on opposite sides, but I guess that's okay. Helen's is also a little misaligned. You can see here the top and the bottom don't exactly line up, so that's a little bothersome, but I'm sure I'm the first person ever to notice that. As for this store's remodel, it was a complete one since this was 2021. So they have the 2.0 carpet, the newer version. They have the 2.0 benches and tables, and they do have a lot of them in this store. It's a very big showroom, so they go all the way down there and all the way over here. And then they also have the 2.0 booths with outlet charging. So they have a few over here on the left-hand side with the outlets, and then right above that, they have the 4-panel party piece. They also have the Rockstar Ticket Blaster with the Avenger top over here on the left side of the showroom, and then they have a double-door emergency exit with the 2 old font signs. And then right here, they have an old Kid Check podium. Unfortunately, the part here on the front is missing. They also have the superhero playground over here, as you can see, and then they did get LED panels in this area as well. However, the rest of the store has the older fluorescent lighting. You can see right here where the showroom walls used to be, and then right here they have the 2021 model dance floor. This is one of the oldest, if not the oldest, 2021 model dance floor out there. They have 2 sets of 2.0 high-top tables and chairs over here on the right side of the dance floor, as you can see, and then we move into the kiddie ride area. So over here on the left side of the dance floor, they have the 3 Black Horse Carousel. However, this one says Gallopers, not where a kid can be a kid. They also have 3 pieces of art over here by the trampoline zone, Chucky, Jasper, and Helen. And then the trampoline zone's the larger 5-pad version. And then the LED panels continue down there. They have Octonauts and City Bus Tours right here. Then they have Bike Rally, and on the other side of that, they have Chameleon Paradise. Right here, they have a long 2.0 booth with the low chairs. Then they have PJ Masks. They have Spaceship to the Moon, and then they have the photo ride. So no sketchbook in this store. This graphic is gone. Rockstar here, Rockstar, Avenger for the rest of the characters, Rockstar there, and Rockstar in the back, and Rockstar on both of these and there. Over here to the left of the trampoline zone, they have 3 more games, Hoop Troop, Dog Pounder, and Astro Invasion. Along the front wall of the store, the entire thing is painted blue, both the top part and these columns here in between the windows, but it is mostly windows. They have an emergency exit with the old font sticker right here on that door, and then they have 2.0 booths going all along the front. No outlet charging. This section and this section are separated by these booths, of course, and then we move into the regular game room, which is on both sides of the order counter. So we're going to start off here with the Rockstar Air Hockey table. Then we have Spinner Frenzy and SpongeBob Order Up. So I guess we do have a couple more kiddie games in this area. Zombie Land Battle and Duo Drive. Right here we have Chuck E. Cheese's Rainbow and Halo Fire Team, Paw Patrol, Dinosaur Catcher. We have Harpoon Lagoon and Big Bass Wheel Pro and Galaga Assault. Then they have Justice League Whack-A-Mole right here. They also have 2 sets of the back-to-back TVs right there and right there. And they have the Where a Kid Can Be a Kid word mark up top right here. This is the only word mark in this entire section, but the booths do continue all the way down here. They have Slide Up on the other side of Justice League. Then right here they have Pop It for Gold with Avenger Chuck graphics on it. They have FGTV Out of Time right here on the other side of that. And then they have Trolls right here at the end. And then we move into the other part of the store, which has the rest of their game room. So we have tons of tickets right here. We'll take a look at the order counter a little later. But then right here they have the Mega Fun Claw, or just the Mega Claw, I'm sorry. They have the full marquee with all 3 characters up there, and then they have a mix of other IP and Chuck E. Cheese IP for prizes. Not that anybody probably ever wins from that thing. Then they have Monopoly Roll and Go, they have Crazy Tower, Maze Escape on the other side of Crazy Tower. Then they have Lumberjack and Rockin' and Rollin' for Gold right here, Kung Fu Panda right here, Fruit Ninja FX, and Willy Crash on the other side of Kung Fu Panda. Then they have a Nitro Trucks right here, and they have Deal or No Deal on the other side of Fruit Ninja. Here along this side wall, they have more 2.0 booths, so a lot of seating in this store. These do have outlet charging, and then they have the 3-panel 5 Chucky Silhouettes piece up here. Then they have Polar Slide. On the other side of Nitro Trucks, they have Super Bikes 3. They have Monster Drop right here with no Chuck E. Cheese branding. They have a 2.0 TV ring for this area as well up there. Then they have Air Slide and Hop and Stack. Over here, as we get down further, we have the 5-panel retro video game piece. So very large. They have the small Whack and Win on the other side of Air Slide. Then right here, they have Robin Hood. They have Fast and the Furious Supercars, Batman, H2 Overdrive. And then on the other side of Robin Hood, they have Super Monkey Ball Ticket Blitz, Let's Go Jungle, and finally, Dead Storm Pirates. And now we can just take a look at what they have along the perimeter. So over here, we have Jet Rider, Disney Pixar Cars, Tip and Blocks, Pirate's Hook, Crossbow Master, and Tightrope. And then here above all of this, they have the skee ball piece. It is 4 panels. Then they have another emergency exit with the old font sign. And then here along this last side wall, we have Sea Wolf, the double player Red Hot, which is unfortunately out of service. I was just eyeing up that 204 ticket jackpot thinking that I'm going to win that thing today, and then I saw that, so that is a shame. Then they have Jurassic Park Arcade, Mad Wave Motion Theater, Aliens Extermination, Jurassic World, Gold Fishin', Simpsons Soccer, Water Blast, Ring Toss, Milk Jug Toss, 2-Minute Drill, 4 Alley Rollers with Marquee, Beanbag Toss, 2 NBA Hoops, Angry Birds Arcade, Baseball Pro, Space Invaders Frenzy, Launch Code, and Pineapple Arcade. And that brings us up here to the front where the lobby is. All right, now resetting back here in the showroom, let's take a look at what they have in the counter and kitchen part of the store. So they do not have any art over here because of the fire alarm right there. And then they have a trash buster with the Rockstar characters, of course. Then they have a storage room with this generic sign, a carbon dioxide gas alarm, which I do not think I've ever seen before. Maybe that's a thing for this area or something. I don't really know. They have the Old Font restroom sign there and the Old Font men's and women's 2.0 in there as well. Then they have another trash buster right here, and they have a cutout for it, which is really nice. Then here they have their pickup window with the Old Font pickup window sign, the square version. They did get the new wood floors, of course. They have the Old Font Caution Wet Floor sign right there. They have the third station that hangs down, and that little part above there is painted blue, and it does have lit crown molding, so it lights everything up real nice. And then they have no art here, once again, because of the fire alarm. And then they have their prize counter. So we have, looks like, I guess they do have all of the gumballs. They have small Bella, they have large Bella. They have small Pasquale, very nice assortment here. They got a lot of plush. They have the different kickballs and stuff like that. They have the jumbo baseball. They have the big rig gumball up there. They got the shirts, golf set. Man, they got a lot of prizes here. Very nice prize counter. They also have a star cap on the glass, which is also very nice to see here at this location. They have a small 2.0 logo up there. And then right here, they have the Our Veggies or Hand Shop Daily sign, the rectangle version. They do have a salad bar here because this is not a low volume location. And then they have the pizzeria and games above the menu boards, new tiles behind, pizza sizes there, and they have another small logo above the order counter as well. All right, guys, now let's talk about the history of the Chuck E. Cheese here in Manassas, Virginia. So this location opened in March of 2000 with a Studio C alpha stage. Of course, the alpha stage would have went from where Helen's piece is to where Chucky's piece is, right there where the drop-down cutout in the ceiling is. They would have opened with a late 90s remodel with a lot of the early 90s and late 90s decor. And then that remained until they got the 2005 remodel. I'm not really sure when that happened. It happened some point either late 2000s or maybe even 2010 or 2011. and then that lasted until March of 2021 when they got the 2.0 remodel. Now, as I mentioned earlier, this was a significant 2.0 remodel because it was the first one that ushered in the new era of 2.0 remodels with the video wall and 2021 model dance floor. I guess they really liked how this remodel turned out because then eventually they started standardizing the older remodels to look like this remodel with the video wall and a newer dance floor. So this is really the beginning of the really current era of Chuck E. Cheese with the video wall and dance floor. It started right here in this building. Personally, I think it was for the worst, but you might disagree. But yeah, that is pretty much the history of this location other than their active play install with the trampoline zone and superhero playground. All right, now out here at the exit, the carpet changes to the lobby stuff. Up here above the exit doors, they have a Chuck E. Day green silhouette. However, they just have the wall, the standard dark blue color, like the rest of the front wall as well. The doors are still red, and then out here in the lobby, they have a 2.0 logo there. They have the old font, no firearms allowed sign, and it has a period, which I do not remember ever seeing before, with a period there at the end of allowed. They have old font good behavior guidelines, a small logo up there, max occupancy right there, and I think that is it. All right, everyone, well, that concludes my tour of the Chuck E. Cheese here in Manassas, Virginia. Overall, this was a nice location to visit. They had a good game selection, a unique layout, and it was kind of nice to see the home of the original video wall. Since I've seen so many, I got to see the original today. I'm also taking home a few prizes today. I've never really seen these before, or at least not that I can recall. These Chuck E. Cheese rubber bracelets. So I got one in each color they had, so I can add these to my merch collection now as well. So thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.